Always, always. Oh wait, Captain. Go talk to Thomas and see where your trailer, how far your senior trailer is going to be ready. Thank you, sir. As we come into the inside, this is going to be our main area that we're going to start doing everything at right here. This right here is your main instrument panel. I'm going to step out the door a little bit so that you guys can come over and see it a little. Simply on this panel, starting from the top corner up here, this is going to be for your water pump. So with it off, there's no water pressure coming to anything. Turn it on, that turns your water pump on so that then you can use water. Water pump only comes on once we bleed pressure off of the system. It's got a pressure switch on it, so it'll build pressure and then shut the pump off until we open a faucet. Then it bleeds a little bit of pressure off, repressurizes the pump, and the pump comes on from there. Then we have our two switches, 1 and 2. These are going to be for our water heater, electric water heater, and LP gas water heater. It's the same water heater, just two different sides. So like I was saying, you can either use one or the other, or you can use both. If we have to do back-to-back showers, or we need immediate hot water because we just got to the RV park and we're just feeling nasty dirty from riding in the truck all day, we need fast recovery, we can turn both of them on. We'll have hot water in about a half hour, 45 minutes on both, where if we use independently either one, it'd be about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. So it actually cuts your time down by almost half by running both. From there over to here, this is going to be your freshwater tank, your battery. Battery is read by the bottom, where your tanks are read by the numbers and letter up there. So freshwater, battery, black tank, gray tank, and you do not have a secondary gray tank. You only have one gray tank on this. You'd have multiple gray tanks for multiple systems. That would be, you would have 2 gray tanks, one for your front bathroom and a washer dryer, where you'd have a secondary gray tank that would take up the rest of this usage in the rear of the trailer. You only have the one. Then we have your ceiling lights, awning lights. Those are just turning into 2 lights on the ends of the arm. And then your night lights. Those are going to be the lights around, either around the base or around the outside. I believe they're around the bases on the inside. To our glide room, this is going to be your glide room. That's your slide out. Simply press and hold it in. And what we're waiting for is the motor to shut down, and that tells us that it's at its max limit in. And it'll do the same thing on the out.
Oh snap, you can't even get around it if it's unopened. So if you want it, if you have like a little space by your house, you don't have to go the full distance. You can just open it enough if you want to walk around.
They really recommend that you open them all, either open them all the way or not at all.
Okay.
Just for the simple fact they just don't want them to lose their memory and get stuck halfway out or halfway in. But if it's just for a short few minutes, like you just need to open it up a little ways just to get by so you can do a couple of things, that's fine. They just make sure you bring it all the way back in or extend it all the way out. This is what they really want to see. So the next switch is going to be your electric awning. It retract and extend. Extend's going to extend it out, where retract's going to bring it back in. And again, just press and hold the button and away it goes. That's simple. No stress, no mess, just go out and enjoy yourselves. And then the rest of the panel down here is just would have been if they had more slide outs, more awnings, stuff like that. Just a big panel that they make tons of these. Just like so. So above that, this is going to be your thermostat that's going to run your AC and furnace. With that, just simply touch the button once, just brings on the backlight, touch it again. We'll take you to fan low and fan high. What that's simply doing is just running your AC's fan on high or low speed. It's a nice day out. We're just looking for a little bit of air circulation. Turn your AC's fan on. That doesn't kick the compressor on, just kicks the fan on and just allows you to circulate air because it's a nice day out. You're just looking for a little bit of more air movement inside the coach. From there, it goes from fan low, fan high, over to cool high, cool low auto, and cool high auto. The difference between having the auto on or off, with the auto on, every time that the thermostat meets temperature, that the fan and compressor cycle off together. If we have the auto turned off, once it meets thermostatic temperature, the compressor cycles off and it leaves the fan running for air circulation. So it's just a pick a choice of which side you want to use. Do you want to, if you're have the AC going and you have it cooling and you want the fan to stay continuously on so that it keeps moving air, helps keep air moving around, just keep it on with the auto off. If you want it to cycle on and off together, with the auto on. From there, it just goes from there, it goes to your heat setting. That's going to be your furnace, which is done through the floor, and then you just simply set your temperature up and down with the arrow keys. Don't think we want it 99 degrees in here. Vegas is going to be hot here shortly. They're already starting to talk for 80s next week. Simply set your temperature of how hot you want it, let her go. The furnace comes from the floor where the AC comes from the ceiling. And then right back to off again. Okay. Any questions about this area?
Seems fairly self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
And you have good backup, so.
We'll step around into the kitchen area real quick. Talk about the kitchen area. This is your Keystone bag right here. Inside here it has this little these little goofy looking little guys right here. These are to help get your slide out in. Just behind right behind this centerpiece right here is your motor. What this does is it goes in at the back end of your motor so that then you can take your drill, hook it up to here, and that allows you to run this slide out in and out if it doesn't want to go in and out until you got low voltage or there's an issue with the slide out motor itself. This is your emergency way to get it in. Excuse me. And then the rest of all the information packs and everything like that on the coach is all this stuff right here. All your information, warranty packs, all that kind of stuff is all right here. Come on, go back in there. Whole information pack right there. Here guys' keys, I don't want to keep them. Really bad habit of that. So 2 remotes we have here. Little remote right here is simply for our stereo system down here. Oh, come on, fat fingers. Alright, fine. Beef fat fingers today. Turn around. Turn down a little bit so we don't get blurred up. Hope you guys don't mind country. Simply, on your stereo system, this is a multi-function stereo. AM, FM radio, CD player. It'll play non-Blu-rays for your standardized DVDs. Play right up to your main TV up here. It also can connect to your phone via Bluetooth so that you can play your own music. And anytime that we get ready to watch a movie, or if we want to adjust music, just simply adjust music with the volume, along with the A and Bs. So I'll turn her up a little bit. Turn our A's off. There's your outside speaker, so you can play music outside while you're enjoying camping. You can turn A's on and turn B's off. Always want to make sure that if we are going to use this as a DVD player and we're going to watch DVDs to this, make sure we turn our B speakers off outside, because if you're watching an explosion movie or any type of movie that you don't want everybody else to hear, make sure you turn those B speakers off, because if it's an explosion movie, your neighbor next door is going to be very irate because they hear a big kaboom in the middle of the night. To our TV. TV is very simple. Uh-oh, here comes somebody again.
I know, right?
This freaking guy.
I gave you my copy of your warranty. You might want that. Well, you can watch TV with it.
Yeah, sure, why not? So our TV has a digital antenna on the roof. It's an omnidirectional antenna, meaning it just looks in every direction without having to turn or adjust it. Simply, anywhere we go, we simply turn the TV on, press our menu button up here in the top corner right here. We use our arrow keys. Simply select over to channel. If the park offers cable, all you have to do is hit your menu, come down here to channel, switch this over from air over to cable, and then select down one more to the auto scan. Hit the auto scan. They'll bring any prevalent channels that the park's offering on cable. If we're not using cable, we just want to use our off air. Switch it back to off air. Anywhere we go, hit that auto scan. That'll bring any prevalent free channels that are in the area and right to your TV automatically.
It actually does really good. Like, this is in a building and it picks up tons of They've come a long way.
They have. And NBC will bring in it basically all your free channels, all your local channels, ABC, NBC, Channel 8, Channel 13, Channel 5, 33, all that kind of stuff. And a nice bright HD digital signal.
Cool. For cable. Well, not cable, but channels.
Yep.
Something.
Little bunk area, a little spot so that if we need to climb up there, this thing just simply comes out like so that we can climb up onto our upper bunk up here. And we'll just retuck back away just like so. Have our little pocket door right here. Just simply grab the tab, pop it free, grab ahead, exit door, and away she comes.
Bye.
Bye! And right back away she goes. When we're getting ready to travel, just make sure we snap lock it back down into there. Roughly 300, what is it? Oh no, this one they got max load on the upper bunk is 150 pounds. Your warning and caution sticker's right there for that.
150?
Yep, 150 pounds.
Nate.
I think Nate should be good for a while. By the time he's too big, Dan won't be with us as often, and he can have the bottom.
If you'll note that around here, we'll see that there's little USB charge ports around here. There's one underneath the bed.
That's what he's so excited
One
about.
right there, one up there. There's one in the corner back
Yep.
there. These are minute trickle chargers for your phones. So if you're sitting here playing on your phone, and one of the kids are, you are, and you're sitting here playing on it, and your phone beeps up, hey, you're at 15% left on your phone. I guarantee by the time you plug your phone into one of those USB ports and you start to charge your phone, you'll kill your phone in that 15% before it adds 2% to your phone. They're meant to, just as a safety charger overnight. So when we're camping overnight, we just simply plug our phone in and lay it down. It's a safety charger. If we're going to be at the parks, we simply just plug them into the 110 chargers and use our Optimum chargers, because those are built to put out those big charges.
So just let him know, hey, don't expect a miracle when you charge that thing up.
Yep.
Is there like special sheets you buy, or the twin sheets? How does it work? Like, it's kind of an odd shape.
It's an odd shape. There is twins and fulls are most commonly that fit them. I've seen people that have gone out and bought, what's bigger, twin or the full? Full's bigger than a twin.
Yeah.
I've seen them go out and buy a twin, and when they put it on, it curls
Yes.
it curls up the mattress. They buy a full, and it's too big. So it's that biased area where you got to find which one fits the best. If you had a set of twin sheets at home, bring them out, test fit them, see if they fit. If they fit, good, you know they're twins. If they don't, and you notice that they're really tight and they're starting to kind of curl everything up on them, then you know they need to go to a full. I've even seen people have to go all the way up to a queen and have to just take the excess and tuck it underneath them, because they're just an odd shape. These are all, the mattresses up here are actually built specific for the sizing that they're putting them in. So, stove and oven. We got little ones that are going to be traveling with us, stuff like that. If we do, these are locked, so we can't turn them. To disengage lock, push in, and then turn them. So when we want to light this, there's a black flame out right here. Push in, line the black flame to the arrow, and then give this guy a turn to the right. This is just like a piezo igniter, like on your barbecue grill, the big red button they had to sit there and repetitively press. This guy, we just repetitively turn it around in a circle, and it sends a spark to each one of the grills. Push in, boop, like so. Push in, boop, like so. How easy it is to light your stove.
What's that last one, since it wasn't turned? Was that?
This one? That's just your spark.
Oh, that's
This
the spark.
one. This one's for your oven. Back right, center, back left.
Gotcha. Light.
Pushing it up to the top side just turns on the LED lights to here. Or if we go down to the front, LED lights on the front and your oven lights on the inside. To light the stove portion or the oven portion, what I usually do is I use the glass as a reflector. We'll push in on this and we'll crank it to the left and we'll hold this in. For the first time lighting, or if we even start up the top side, we're going to hold this in for about 10 to 15 seconds. It's just bleeding out any excess air that's in the system, because the lower stove portion always creates the most air portion in it. We'll hold this down for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then we'll try and ignite it. There it goes. First time lit. Perfect. Then we'll hold this down for about 5 seconds or so, or until we can release it and the blue flame stays down there, stays on. Then we just turn her up, and away we go.
All right.
I just used the glass on the oven door, just so I can see underneath there without having to bend all the way over and try to look down in there to see if it's lit or not. And then when we're done, just simply shut her all the way back to off again. Our refrigerator.
So there's no temperature
Mm.
reader?
There are temps on it. It's just a matter of getting. They do make they're just little hanging thermometers that you can hang on the
Okay.
inside of there, so that you can watch how hot it's getting in there. Other than that, it's just kind of a guess thing after that one. Refrigerator. Beep simply says the system's coming on. We'll note right here. Let's see. There it goes. Right here, turn the light out so we can see it. Right here is a little orange light on. The little orange light's on the auto portion. Auto means that while we're plugged in electricity, this is working on electricity. As soon as we disconnect from electricity, this will automatically switch over to its gas portion. Simple, simple, simple. Keep it simple.
How much, typically, how often do you have to fill the propane tanks? Like, how much gas do you typically use on a 1 or 2 day overnighter?
Depends on how much heat you're